Alright, well, I thought I'd go ahead and show my 20 gallon long uh, turtle hatchling tank. It's not finished yet, but it's working. Um, right now I have 8 different kinds of turtles in here. I know it's a bit much, but it's a hatchling, so none of them are really big, and it's alright. I have plenty of filtration over there. This is a 20 gallon tank, but that's a 75 gallon filter. Yeah. So go ahead and show you all. I put the Squidward house in there for our Pleco, so he can hide from the turtles, just in case they chase him. But they really don't chase him, so he does pretty good. Under there, right over there, is a heater under the rock. It keeps the water pretty warm, because you know hatchlings gotta have warm water. You back up. There's my homemade basking dock or turtle topper or whatever you want to call it. There's the inside. Yeah, right there's one of the heating bulbs. I don't know where I went to drain the water out, and I went to take the bulb out of it. It was a UVA bulb, and it like completely broke in my hands. You know, I didn't like take it out as soon as it was unplugged, because you know it's hot and stuff. But I went to unplug it maybe like 30 minutes later, and it completely broke into my hands. So this was the only thing I had to heat them up to like somewhere somewhat of a like basking. So yeah, I gotta go back to the pet store and get them another UVA. So yeah. Okay, well I guess I'll show you about some of the turtles I got in here. Right there are my 2 common musk turtles, or stink pots, however you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. Right there is my Mississippi map. Back there is one of my Eastern paintings. And over here is one of my Eastern paintings. And right here's one of my other Eastern paintings. And right here are my 2 red-eared sliders. They've been treating good. They've been treated good. All my animals in my house are rescues. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what happened with the turtles. Alright, the Eastern painted turtles, I had 6 of them. I gave 3 of them, 3 of the hatchlings away, sold them. So they would have better homes. Which I'm not saying I'm not a bad owner or nothing, but this little girl wanted them, and you know, they're really hard to come by now. So I sold them to her. Sold her 3 of them and a whole setup for $100. A whole setup, and we all know how expensive setups are for turtles. So yeah. Alright, well, I got 6 of the Eastern painted turtles from a guy that did not know nothing about painted turtles, but he sold them though. And he had them in a goldfish tank, a 55 gallon goldfish tank with over 30 goldfish and 6 painted turtles. No UVA, no UVB, nothing. All he had was a basking dock. So when I got them, of course, this bigger one and one back there and over here, all their shells were dead soft. I mean, some of them broke off, and it was kind of sad. So I went soon after I got them, and we got them UVA and UVB bulb like they needed to have. Right there's my UVB. Let's see if you can get it there. It's too bright. But yeah, and the other ones are from a breeder. which still didn't take care of them. He had them in little 16-quart tubs with the with other siblings. So the musk turtles, the Mississippi map, and the red-eared slider, he had them in 16-quart tubs, which he bred them, and he got some from a reptile show. And he had them in 16-quart tubs, and he kept them in the house with no light on them. So they were pretty bad out. And let me go ahead and tell you that there had to be at least 50 or 60 of them in each 16-quart. So there had to be 50 stink pots, 50 red-eared sliders, and 50 Mississippi maps, all in one 16-quart tub. So, you know, of course I saved these, and they're doing a lot better. I mean, he didn't even have a heater or nothing. They were just in 16-quart tubs, and he didn't care. So that's the only thing we need to get breeders actually caring about the turtles, instead of, you know, hey, they had babies, I'm just going to keep them in this tub until we get rid of them. You know, you need to treat them like your family. I need to fill this up. But I did a water change, so it does look pretty good. It's got a little bit of food on the bottom, but the algae eater usually eats it up. Or the pleco. But yeah, I know this is overcrowded. 8 turtles, but I've seen a lot worse on YouTube. But these are all hatchlings, and they're small, and they got plenty of room. Since I made the homemade typer, but they had a lot of room before I even put that in there anyway. But I guess I'll go ahead and with the new tank about with them. We're building them a new tank. It is a 4 foot by 4 foot. It's pretty big. We're doing a 4 foot by 4 foot just water tank, and they have a 1 foot by 1 foot sandbox that's going with it. It will be done in about a month. We're recently gonna move. Me and my girlfriend's gonna move out, and I want to set up the whole tank in the room, in the new room. So I built the 1 4 foot by 1 4 foot, and it's doing pretty good. It holds water. I need to put some braces on it just in case, since it is a big tank. But I will be making a video of that. It'll be in about a month or 2. I'll get that up on here. And the cool thing is, this stand, or this tank slash stand thing, I don't know what to call it, it's pretty cool. It has a goldfish tank too. So one side is going to be the turtles, and one side is going to be our goldfish. And it's pretty neat. So they're both getting the same size, and we'll probably, when the red-eared sliders get a good size, we'll probably put them out in the pond. Not like let them go free, but we have a pond, so yeah. Alright guys, well, tell me what you think of my 20-gallon long hatchling tank. I know people are going to say, hey, this is overcrowded, you don't take care of your animals. But I take care of my animals, and I treat my animals like family. You know, I got really good filtration, and I do clean out the water, because you know turtles do get messy. So, yeah. Alright, well, this is it.